Willow Creek High had always been a place where silence hid secrets and hallways carried more tension than textbooks, but everything changed the moment the new girl, Elena Cruz, stepped through the school doors with quiet eyes that scanned everything as though she had lived 100 lives. She moved like someone who did not want attention but carried an aura that made people look twice, and unfortunately, that attention caught the eyes of the notorious troublemaking trio Brandon, Max, and Kylie, students who ruled the hallways with intimidation, gossip, and cruelty disguised as just jokes. Elena, carrying nothing but a navy backpack and a sealed envelope in her hand, walked straight to the office, unaware that the trio had already decided she looked like their next source of fun. Rumors swirled instantly, she's too quiet, she looks suspicious, she's hiding something, and it didn't help that Elena refused to answer anyone's questions about where she had transferred from or why she seemed to know exactly where the security cameras were placed as she walked through the halls. During lunch, the bullies cornered her near the old gym locker wall, surrounding her with mocking laughter while students pretended not to see. Brandon snatched her backpack, Kylie taunted her accent, and Max shoved her so hard she stumbled into the row of gray metal lockers. But Elena didn't react like a normal scared new student, she simply stood still, eyes steady, almost calculating, as if waiting for something. Max, annoyed by her lack of fear, yanked open an empty locker, shoved her inside, slammed it shut, and snapped the lock with a zip tie. "Enjoy orientation, new girl," he laughed, unaware of what he had just triggered. From inside the dark locker, Elena remained calm, whispering something under her breath, tapping a pattern against the metal almost like a coded message. Minutes passed, the halls grew quiet, and Brandon bragged loudly about the prank, only to freeze when a distant siren cut through the air, followed by the deafening sound of armored vehicles screeching to a stop outside the school. Students rushed to windows, teachers panicked, alarms blared, and suddenly the intercom crackled with the principal's terrified voice, "Everyone, lock down now." The bullies exchanged confused stares as heavy boots thundered inside the school. SWAT stormed in with precision, shields raised, weapons lowered but ready, shouting for students to get down. Officers swept the hallway until one tall commander stopped directly in front of the locker holding Elena. "This is it," he said, tapping his radio. "Echo target located." In one swift move, he cut the lock, opened the door, and Elena stepped out not like a victim but like someone reporting for duty. She saluted. "Agent Cruz, safe," she said calmly as the bullies watched, pale and speechless. The SWAT commander placed a protective hand on her shoulder. "You did well maintaining cover. We intercepted the online threat targeting you. School safety watch activated." And the entire hallway erupted in gasps as Elena, previously just the new girl, walked past the trembling bullies surrounded by elite officers. Brandon stammered, "Wait, she's SWAT?" But the answer would arrive in the next chapter as the real danger revealed itself, and the bullies learned that some pranks come with consequences far bigger than detention. Chaos thickened in the school as students huddled in classrooms and teachers tried to maintain calm, but nothing felt normal anymore because the presence of SWAT inside the building turned the air electric with confusion, fear, and curiosity. The bullies, Brandon, Max, and Kylie, were escorted to a wall by officers while Elena stood near the command team, her expression shifting from undercover silence to razor-sharp professionalism. Her voice was low, controlled, and filled with authority far beyond her age as she examined the tactical tablet handed to her. "The threat pinged from inside this school," she said, enlarging an encrypted message that flickered with the words, "Target acquired. Strike soon." SWAT Commander Holt turned to her, seriousness tightening his jaw. "You sure the signal originated on campus?" Elena nodded. "Yes sir, within 30 meters of where the bullies grabbed me." That sentence struck them like a punch. Brandon's mouth fell open. "We didn't do anything. We don't know anything about threats." Elena's eyes softened, not with sympathy but with awareness. "I know. You're bullies, not criminals. But your stunt slowed me down and put this entire school in danger." While guilt washed over them, a sudden crash shook the building. Someone had shattered the science wing's back door. Officers moved instantly, forming formations, pushing bystanders behind shields. Elena stepped forward, slipping into the role that shocked everyone, the role of a young tactical analyst embedded in civilian schools to track digital threats targeting minors. Holt placed a headset on her and said, "You're leading intel. We follow your call." Students watched with wide eyes as Elena, the girl they had assumed was shy, became a commanding force, directing SWAT movements, tracing the intruder's path, and warning officers about blind corners as though she knew the building blueprint by heart. The bullies felt their stomachs sink further with every second. They had locked a federal youth operative inside a locker. Then, from the far hallway, a shadowy figure bolted toward the main exit carrying a black device. Elena shouted, "He's heading for the cafeteria. Block corridor C." SWAT moved instantly, creating a containment funnel until the suspect found himself surrounded, panicking, dropping the device, which Elena identified as a signal jammer used to track her communication pings. Officers subdued the intruder, and the school erupted with cheers of relief as the threat was finally neutralized. Principal Harris approached Elena, trembling from the intensity of it all. You saved us." Elena simply nodded. "Just doing my job, sir." But as things calmed, she approached the bullies. They flinched, expecting anger, but she surprised them. Listen, what you did was stupid, dangerous, and reckless. But you have a choice. Keep being the people who push others down, or start being the people who help protect them. Her tone was stern but strangely forgiving. Brandon swallowed hard. We're sorry, seriously. We never knew. Elena nodded. I know. And I'm not here to ruin your lives. Just change them. As SWAT escorted the suspect out, students crowded around cheering Elena's name, cell phone cameras recording her like a hero stepping out of a movie. The bullies stepped forward too, not to bully, but to apologize publicly. And as Elena finally prepared to leave with the team, Commander Holt spoke aloud, Agent Cruz, we'll file this as a successful protection mission with unexpected complications. Students laughed, teachers clapped, and Elena turned to the camera crowd with a small smile. Remember, strength isn't about hurting others. It's about protecting them. Then she pointed playfully at a student filming, and you watching this video, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next mission. The hallway exploded in cheers as the screen faded to black, ending the unforgettable day when the new girl turned out to be the hero no one expected, and the bullies learned that locking someone in a locker can change an entire school forever.